peace inside.
Yes, let us explain that in detail. It means, my mind says it is a vacation, so I need not to think about the office and the work, and hence I am in peace.
Not, yeah,
That is
it's simple chain of thinking. But from other side, I am trying always aware my internal situation and don't allow
yes,
to mind
yes.
react.
So you say it is a simple thinking of the mind. So simple thinking leading to pleasure in a one situation and pain in another situation. That
Yeah,
is the default setting of the mind. And that is the
yeah.
problem. That is the problem. That is the biggest problem because I'm seeking happiness outside. My mind, I don't become aware that the mind is seeking happiness from the external situation. Mind is getting pain and suffering from the external world. That is my thinking. And if that thinking continues, you may do 3 hours of meditation. After 3 hours of meditation, mind will reset. It says, let us start thinking in the same way. So then there is no change in the mind. When there is no change in the mind, there is no transformation. That is what Eastern wisdom says. You convert that, I have to contemplate and reflect. How come if I am on a vacation, I have to do nothing regarding my office? That is why I am in peace. Very good, I accept you. So, okay, if you never go to the office, will you be in peace?
But I see that I am not in peace only in conflict situation.
No,
How it possible to reflect?
no, no. First question, answer this question that if you don't go to the office and you are always on vacation, will you be in peace and happiness? That is the
No,
problem.
yeah, of course, if I not transcend the mind, it's not possible to be in peace.
So it means my mind, the way my mind thinks, need to change.
Yes.
It has nothing to do with the situation. It has nothing to do with any event outside. It has nothing to do with the relationship. If my mind does not change by the knowledge coming from the intellect, then there is no change in my life. But if I continue with that thought process, what is the thought process? That okay, what I like vacation. Okay, I like vacation. And that gives me almost a peace and happiness. Why? Because I'm not engaged with any activity of the office. So then I have to question, if I engage myself with the activities of the office, there the stress lives or stress lives in my mind. If
For sure, the stress can live only in my mind.
yes, stress lives in my mind. So it means what is the nature of this mind? This is the default nature of the mind since our birth until now. I gave you an example of this 70-year-old lady. There
And
are,
about which lady you are talking?
yes,
You told me about lady who is pass through the Parkinson.
oh, no, no. So just a week ago, I had a session and 70-year-old lady. She said that today's meditation is so good, I feel totally relaxed. I said, how come? So just last week, I met my old friend and then we started with verbal argument. I reacted. For 2 days I had a disturbed sleep and now I practice meditation. I feel calm and relaxed. I said, very good. If you are appreciating me, that is also good. If you are not appreciating me, if you are experiencing calm, that is also good. But I have a question for you. What is that question? And I give the real life examples. That is the beauty. Because I gave a lot of sessions and every time I get some examples. I said, you are 70 years old? Yes. I said, can you tell me how many times you had the same event where your mind reacted to the near and dear ones and friends during the last 70 years? Maybe 10,000 times? on a on a lower note? Oh yes, 10,000 times. I said, what did you learn from anxiety? Because you wanted the anxiety, that is why you reacted? Can you give me the benefit of this 10,000 repetitions? Did you understand the question?
Yes, I understand.
That during the last 70 years, I had many occasions in which I met different people and I had the habit of reacting and blaming and complaining because they did not meet my expectations. How many times you repeated it? So if I said that let us take a small figure of 10,000 times. Yes, she said yes. I said, did you give me three benefits of getting into that reaction, meeting your expectations and getting disturbed? There is no benefit. Why you are repeating it? Why you are repeating it? And you say that, you gave me meditation, it gives me calmness. Tomorrow it will happen the same thing. But if you don't stop that reaction, how you can progress? So she had the tears in her eyes. I said, don't shed the tears. I'm not easily influenced by these tears. You repeat it same 10,000 times. If the animal repeats, they are not self-aware. I can think of it. Why you are repeating this? You know anxiety, blame, disturbed sleep has no benefit at all. Why are you repeating this? So I am repeating because I have a big ego. I don't want to explore. I don't want to. I claim that I'm more intelligent than others. I'm not humble. I'm not open to the new knowledge. So she said, "How come?" I said, "You have been doing the practice for the last 3 years with me. There is no change." So ego came. I'm more intelligent. You did not meet my expectations. That is why I'm disturbed. You have to meet my expectations. So what is that expectation? I'm seeking peace and happiness from the world outside. In one situation, I'm seeking peace. In the just before this your session, I said I smile at you. So you feel as if because I smile because you think that I care you, so you will take in a positive note. But I smile the same way and you take it as offensive. As if your mind may think that you are making a fun of me. You will react to it. So who is to blame? My smile? My smile is the same in both the situation. You think that I'm making fun of you. She is a small girl, around 23, 24 years old. I said, yes, it is my mind gives the interpretation. My mind should give the right interpretation. What is the right interpretation? That is the path of the Shreyas. When I follow the path of the Shreyas, I have no problem. I follow the path of the Shreyas at office. I follow the path of the Shreyas at vacation. I follow the path of the Shreyas while communicating with my, my relations, my outside profession. I have to remember this. If I don't remember this, what will happen? The default setting of the mind. What is the default setting of the mind? I'm already on vacation, so I'm calm and relaxed. That is the default setting of the mind. As if the vacation contains the property of calmness and relaxation. Is it so? I already gave another example. This 2 years ago, this couple went to Hawaii. Did I tell you? I have already examples. They went to Hawaii. It takes 7 hours of flight. And the moment they landed at the Hawaii airport, they landed up in the hotel. They both become really sick. And the whole week of vacation went on sickness and suffering.
They spend a lot of money, yeah?
Yes, 7 hours of flight, obviously $1,000 each. 2,000, maybe another $1,000 for 7 days of hotel stay, because they thought that tomorrow I will be okay. Tomorrow I will be okay. 7 days passed on the sickness.
But it's life. Sometimes it happens.
So sometime it happens. It means I will continue searching happiness outside. That is the problem. Sometime it happens. No, all the time it happens. Unpredictable. But if this happens, it means I will continue to do so. I will continue to search happiness outside. That is the problem. Problem is not on going on vacation.
Yeah. But it's...
if I don't think in this way, Gita Krishna, I consider the entire Gita gives you a prescription medication. Now, in US, we say on the counter, OTC. So when you apply for insurance, so majority of the insurance provider, they meet all the expenses of your medication, prescription medication. Huh? I said prescription medication. It means if the doctor prescribes, then only you can have that medication. But the insurance provider also give you some OTC card, debit card, maybe $150. OTC means over-the-counter medications. It is not prescription medication. You go to pharmacy and you ask them that why don't you give me some, they are known as food supplements. Why I said so? Gita is a Eastern wisdom, or Gita specifically gives you a prescription medication with do's and don'ts. Eastern wisdom gives you a prescription medication with do's and don'ts. If you don't follow it, you will not change. You will not change. I will continue to say that vacation gives me happiness. That is why I am on a vacation. It means I have already created an opposite feeling towards my work. The work gives me the stress.
No, when any external situation cannot give you happiness, but
I should
happiness is your
live with
internal
that.
nature.
I should
And
live with that. Now, once you are clear, your intellect is clear. Okay, intellect is clear. Mind says, now I am very happy on a vacation. You remind your mind, it is not a vacation. It is my mind. So is it possible to live into the same state of peace and happiness when I'm at office, when I'm talking to someone?
but what is instrument available for me? So only the attention to my emotional condition and attention to my internal movement
Attention,
in
I have
different
to.
situation.
What you said, can you repeat it consciously? Or you are simply saying for the sake of saying?
No, I won't understand exactly.
What did you not understand? Did you understand the example of this lady who had been to anxiety? She fought with
Yes,
her
I
relations.
understand it.
She wanted to meet the expectations from her friend, which she could not. Why she wanted to meet with the expectation? Because she is seeking happiness outside, which she did not get it. That is why she got disturbed. And in meditation, her mind went inside and she felt calmness. She felt peace. She felt happiness. It means I can be happy with that is not dependent on anything outside. How simple is to understand, is it not?
Yes,
So let me keep
it's
this understanding. Let me keep this understanding everywhere, whether I'm on a vacation, whether I'm at work, whether I'm talking to anyone. Where is the problem? Tell me. But I don't, I
okay.
see.
No problem.
Yeah, yeah. Tell me. Tell me.
No problem.
So why then there is no problem? It means my mind should move from the default setting to a new setting. And that new setting is known as the Shreyas. That new setting is known as discernment. What is discernment? I recognize the defect in the pleasure seeking mind from the world outside. So let me drop it. But I don't want to drop it. Why? I have a big ego. Big ego means I maker. I have a big ego. I don't want to drop it. Now give me happiness. How it is possible? How it is possible? Tell me. So now it is not possible, which our default setting of the mind do not understand, which delusion do not understand, which ignorance do not understand. That is why the Eastern wisdom says we have to asato ma satgamaya, asato ma satgamaya. There is another problem also. What is that problem? The problem that I want to stick to my own thinking.
Yeah, because there is I maker want that to be thinker.
I want to stick to my thinking even if my thoughts are wrong. It is proved wrong and again due to my experience. So, what kind of a thinker I am?
Default thinker.
That is what, my friend, we have to work on the mind. That is why Master says, I have to work on my mind. So working on the mind means I know the nature of the mind. I know the default setting of the mind. I know the mind is constantly seeking pleasure and happiness. Because it is seeking pleasure and happiness, so it has an expectations. So when it has an expectations, that is causing Now it has an expectations of peace and happiness. So mind has taken for granted that the happiness and peace are present outside. They are the property of people, things, event, wealth, etc., etc. So, so it does not mean that I stop earning. It does not mean that I leave all my relations. It does not mean that I divorce everyone. But why I said so, my ego does not want to understand this point. It simply asks the question, oh, let me leave everything, and then that is what you mean? So I have to change this. So why it happens? Because my mind does not want to accept the teaching. Why it does not want to accept the teaching? We are just be a right thinker. Why it does not want to accept the teaching? Why? Why it does not want to accept the teaching?
Yeah,
So
because we believe that this thinker or actor who is acting brings the happiness finally.
and still it is not bringing the happiness, and still I believe it.
Yeah, it's not able to bring happiness because happiness is part of yourself.
So when I recognize this, that happiness is a part of within me, and then any thought pertaining to the outer situation comes, my intellect has to intervene there. It does not intervene. It goes into the old ways. Even after understanding, I don't understand. This is the meaning.
Yeah, I understand it should work in like your example with canvas.
Yes.
That canvas it's happiness, but picture on the canvas can be different, even the ugly or even the terrible,
Yeah.
but it's still on the canvas. But how it's always stay with canvas, even when you are reading the book, you you became the reader and thinker because inside you are repeat the text by your internal voice. And at this moment, how to be canvas, but not the reader of book.
So what happens? I'm not able to do it because I mix up the canvas and the picture. Who mixes up? My ego, which I claim that I'm a thinker, but I have become a non-thinker.
Yes, the mind is so with the ego.
So what I should do? Now question is, what should I do in that?
Yes, I won't exactly understand the instrument and exercise which.
No, no, it is, you are going philosophical, you are not practical. You focus on the existing problem that you have just told me. I see the snake there. I see that it is a poisonous snake. It will kill me. But my mind says no, it will give me the pleasure. Internally, I know it is going to cause me a problem. But still, I don't want to believe it. What is this meaning? That is the problem of Arjuna. Arjuna said, why don't you understand in the very first chapter? I think I gave you a couple of sessions with that. Arjuna said, why don't you understand I have to kill my own brothers and sisters? And Krishna says that you are the real self. You have nothing to do with the body and the. Why don't you understand? So it's better to leave everything and I become a monk. Then the master uses the word which is very tough to digest. Krishna says you are important. Ego always is insecure. Ego always changes. One ego says this vacation gives me happiness. Second ego says the work gives me the stress. Third ego says my honey does not listen to me. Fourth ego says that I have differences with the daughter.
Yeah, I see it very clear that my
So,
ego always change point of
so I should drop it. I should not listen to it. How? By thinking. Where is the problem? But I still want to keep my hold, my power on the daughter, on the work, on the honey, on the vacation. Now tell me how to be in peace. How it is possible? Another problem that I feel, I experience, or I'm intelligent, I'm a great thinker, which says if I lose control over all these falsi, I have no status at all, I have no position at all. That is another thought process goes into our head. And that prevents you to change. I want a hold on it. Can you hold anything? Can you hold your wealth? Can you hold on your house? I fulfilled one desire to have this house. For the last 2 days, that my toilet is leaking. I fixed it, and still it is leaking. Day after, the faucet is not working. And it's a new house. So I fulfilled one desire to buy the house, for example, to buy the house to what? To buy the house to be happy. So that happiness is causing me unhappiness. That happiness is causing me unhappiness. Tell me. So if Master Krishna says you think the way I'm thinking, that is your prescription medication. Don't think the way you have been thinking, because the way you have been thinking is not helping you to move into peace and happiness. So better you follow that. That is the meaning of humility. It is not that you are touching the feet. That is the meaning of surrender. Surrender does not mean that you just touch the feet and you surrender to the teacher and you say namaste. Namaste internally, meaning recognition. I have to think in this way. And when the old way of thinking comes, I have to drop it. That is what applied aspect is meditation or mindfulness. But if the knowledge is not there, clear, mind will go back again. Mind says, okay, I tricked you. How I tricked you? You were in meditation. You felt calm and peace. That's what I told her, told this 70-year-old. I said, you accumulated so many impressions, so many thoughts in your head, you don't want it to go. Why? Because you think that you are super intelligent and still you are suffering. What kind of an intelligence you are? So it is a group session and she started having the tears in her eyes. I said, no, don't shed the tears. Answer the question. And then I asked her that, can I ask you a next question? So everyone is listening. 2 weeks ago. So I said, that how many times you had the long tears you shed with how many people in the last 70 years, proving you are right, other is wrong, to gain the sympathy. No, no, no. It is a natural tears. I said tears are always natural. Whether, it's a water that is coming out. You cannot have fake tears. Oh, it happened many a times. So you wanted to prove that you are right to gain the sympathy of the others, and that is why you have tears. Am I right or not? Because if you have the tears of the joy, then obviously there is no problem. But these are the tears of your reaction and the blame and the complaint. How many times? Oh, it happened thousands of times. Are you ready to break this cycle, this hamster wheel? Are you ready? So, question is how to break. I said just maintain your awareness. But how to maintain my awareness? The moment I have an anxiety, duality, conflict in my mind, I find that the happiness is outside, I am in trouble. I am in hamster wheel. I restart thinking, will this food give me the peace and happiness? No. Happiness is inside me. Why I get happiness by eating this particular food? Because I like it. So what is the right, proper, and good manner? Right, proper, the food. What is the utility of the food? The food gives me energy. So any food gives me energy, yes. So let me check what is the best food that gives me energy and helps me to continue my journey on this self-discovery. Finished. Finished. I go to the office. Let me do my duty. You have repeated Nitya Naimitya Karma 1000 times. Why don't you follow Nitya and Naimitya Karma in the workplace? And if you follow the Nitya Karma, where is the problem? Going to vacation is also a Nitya Karma, so there is no problem.
Yeah.
And going to the workplace is also a Nitya Karma. So there is no problem at either places. So if both are not the Nitya Karma, if my action is not transformed into the Nitya Karma, whether it is a workplace or at home or outside, it means I have a problem in my mind. Just see, check, 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 check. So only the guy with the humility. Humility does, I told you, humility means that my mind enough is enough. You have guided me, thank you very much. Any thought that comes, it has to pass through the prescription medication of the Eastern wisdom. Finished. Is it possible? Yes, it is possible if I want to. Provided I want to. It is not possible if I don't want. Study Eastern wisdom to study your real self. I'm giving that title, but now you see, you study real self. So now you study. So it is the study of, this is what you say, study of the real self. So tell me real self. No. Tell me about it. No, I will not tell you. One guy asked me, he said, tell me. I said, I will not tell you. Why? I said, tell me what is going on in your mind. No, going on in my mind, I'm thinking about my job. I had lot of problems at the job. My wife is going to divorce me. American guy. My wife is going to divorce me. America has everything. Lot of divorce, lot of marriages, lot of pleasure, everything. We have everything. That is the beauty of. So I'm thinking a lot of problem. Wife is going to divorce me, and I will lose around $70,000 because I have to pay her. So that is why I am upset. I said, okay, what else is going on into your mind? So I said, where it is going? He said it is going into my mind. So I told him that mind already has 25 issues. Can you deal with another issue of studying Eastern wisdom to study yourself?
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. It is not. So I said, that is how I raise awareness. No, it is not possible. So okay, so let us first tackle the problem of your mind, and then we will talk about. So then I said, you're going into the job, you have a problem with the job, and you have divorce problem is going on, and then you have an eye on the $70,000. I said, I cannot help you with those, whether you have $70,000. You already negotiated with me so hard that you are paying me less. But now I know that you cannot negotiate with your wife, because then you already have a joint account and now you have separated, so you have to pay. I don't know what it is. I want to know, this $70,000 is a wealth? Yes, it is a wealth. Very good. I said it is a wealth, yes. So tell me, the wealth has a property of happiness or not? Yes, wealth has a property of happiness. Okay, so the guy who has $1 billion in the account, will he always be happy? It's a prescription medication, my friend. Entire Eastern wisdom, I need. I am a thinker, yes. So I am a thinker without any foundation and basis. I can argue on it. But that argument will not help me to be in peace and happiness. So now I have to be a thinker based on the principles of Eastern wisdom. That is what we are saying. So if you start if you start thinking in line with the principles of Eastern wisdom, you are humble. We are saying that is the humility. I told you that my toilet is leaking. Now I cannot find the solution. Why? I'm ignorant. I have to call the expert. I tried. For 2 days I tried. Not working. I don't know. So I'm in the state of helplessness? Yes. So what should I do? I should seek help from others. So I invited the plumber today. So when your mind is not fixed, you should invite the plumber like me, who will help you. But if you invite and then you say, no, I will interfere, it will not work.
Yeah.
That is what the Gita in the first chapter, Krishna is teaching in the beginning of the second chapter. Arjuna says, now I have understood what is causing me the pleasure. It is not vacation. What is causing me the pain? It is not the work. It is not the relationship. It is not the daughter. It is within my mind. You made me recognize this. Now, what is the next step? I will follow your teaching. I am your student. I am a seeker of this journey. Guide me, I will follow it. That is what the helplessness is. That is what the surrender means. Surrender does not mean that whatever I say, you follow it. If I say you jump into the well, why should you jump? But if I tell you what is right, good, and proper, you should follow. Cause and effect relationship, that is how the science works. So I said, first tackle the problem, the wealth It took me almost 2 sessions to explain to him that the wealth does not have a property of happiness. So I gave many examples. Huh? The first tackle the problem of the wealth. So the wealth, I asked him, wealth in dream? Tell me. Wealth in deep sleep? Tell me. Wealth in the waking state? Yes. So you are worried the wealth in the waking state will be reduced to 50%. That is why you are in stress. He said, yes, wealth in the dream, I may see the dream that I get more or less, it does not make any difference. I said, yes, you are coming to the right point. We stimulate your right thinking. Then he said that in deep sleep, I don't know how much I have. Whether I have or not, it does not make any difference. Very good. Did you understand the wealth does not have a property of happiness? Then why should I have the wealth or not? No, I must have it. For what? To meet the basic needs? Yes, to base the basic needs. Now the person who is earning, who does not have even the $5,000 in bank account like me, is he supposed to be happy less than you who has $70,000 in your account? Very intelligent. So after third session, he said when the wealth does not have a property of happiness, whether you have $5,000, we have nothing, or you have $70,000, it does not make you happy or unhappy. Are you clear? Yes, I am clear. So I did not talk to him about the Nitya Karma, but I explained to him. Now I explained to him what is the social order in America. What do you mean? I said if you divorce, what the rule says. So he told me that everything is divided like this. I said, can you change the rule? No, I cannot change the rule. Can you manipulate? Yes, I can manipulate, but it will not work. Ultimately, because she knows everything. So even then, she knows and you manipulate, you will have more problem. Am I right? Yes, I will have more problem. So can we change the social order? Can we change the system? No. What should I do? If I cannot change the system, I should follow the system and let the life move on. I said, you're right. I could see that he felt very relaxed. I said, there is still an option. This is what the Eastern wisdom says. Same thing applies to this is still an option. I said, still an option? What do you mean? Find out the cause of dispute. Who is to blame? Who is to blame to divorce? Who is sticking on divorce? Now you see that. This is the journey provided I should follow. So he said, problem is, I think I am the problem. I said, say sorry to your honey. Get on, move on into your relationship. Promise whatever you are doing, you will stop doing it. I'm not asking you. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. It's a privacy issues, So I started laughing, In America, everything is, they tell you everything and still they say it's a privacy issue. Unnecessary. I met a lot of students like this. They said, don't tell me. But there is a question. Can you say sorry? Can you promise that you will not repeat that act or behavior in future? Can you say it with a conviction you are on the right path? Who is preventing you? Ego will prevent you. Your obsession with a particular habit will prevent you. Ego is always insecure. One, seeking pleasure outside in anything is insecure. It is not permanent and it is not there. So he said, he is an executive. He's in cyber security. Plus he is in AI. So he said, it makes sense to me. So it means I was obsessed and I was attached to my own thing, seeking pleasure from outside, which is in reality is not right, which my honey pointed me out, and then I was in a race and I pushed her to agree what I say. I could see my life in the last 6 months. I could see it. And then I went to my office every day with lot of stress thinking about her and return home. Then I will have the same conversation and fight and reaction. It is futile. I said, are you saying it is futile or are you asking my confirmation? Why should I confirm? I'm just giving you the knowledge. You find the cause and effect. You say that, I confirm. Can you say that I confirm that you were crazy? You did something wrong? You lived in ignorance? You reacted? So you have a greater responsibility to go back, talk to her, change everything. Does she still love you? Yes, I think so. Every time, she's stuck on this particular habit, which I'm not telling you. And so it means I changed my habit. I dropped this habit. Then the ego related to that habit is also dissolves. And then my expectations from my honey is also dropped. Then my mind is very clear. I have nothing to worry about $70,000. And then we will have a good relationship. I said, do you think so? Are you clear? Work on it. How you work on it? I don't know. But I have given you all the rules, principles. You are clear. You should remain humble. Your honey will say that I have said you a couple of times, you dropped it and you started again. You should be ready to respond with humility. Are you ready? Oh, that I never thought of it. I said, I'm giving you everything. I'm arming you. I'm arming you with AK-47 of Eastern wisdom, so that her objections can be ruled out in an atmosphere of calmness, humility, love, and care. Then only you will be a winner. If you stick to meeting your expectations, sooner or later you will react, you will fight, you will be angry. Then your mind goes to $70,000. You have to think like this. So about 10-15 sessions passed, and then he started working on it. they are together. And then the couple met me. We went for a uh, dinner together, all the three. And then they started talking. The wife also said that I was wrong insisting and reacting to his habit. Instead, I should have followed another approach. I should have been humble because I love him, I care him. I should have approached with the love and care. I had approached with attachment and reaction. It was wrong. So when both says sorry, there is no problem. I'm happy. In short, that is the study, Eastern wisdom, to study yourself. Yourself. Your body, your mind, your intellect, your thought process, your ego, your memories. I have to study everything. Study myself. Once I have studied everything, body, breath, mind, intellect, and ego, why to study? Now I find out how these instruments can work efficiently without any challenges to me. Body. So I should be doing something. I should not live a sedentary lifestyle. I should be actively doing it. Krishna says clearly, you cannot do without any action. Action has to be done. So why not act on the body? Why not act on the mind? What do you mean by act on the mind? Act on the default setting of the mind. So how to know that default setting of the mind? Anxiety, duality, conflict, stress, lot of craziness going on into the mind, fully busy, too much overthinking. What will happen if I lose the money? Nothing is going to happen. America is losing a lot of money because of the policies, but it doesn't mean nothing is going to happen. Nothing. Pay attention. Nothing is going to happen. I tell you frankly, the world will remain as it is. If I had $1 billion, I lose it. Nothing is going to happen to me. But my interpretation that I lost causes the worries. $1 billion in a bank or not having do not cause any worry. What causes the worry? My interpretation. What is my interpretation? I am rich. Does the bank account says you are rich? No. Bank account doesn't say that you are rich. So I built a relationship with obsession or attachment with that bank account which has $1 billion. Then I give a label to myself, I am rich. But that bank account of mine, which bears my name, does not say that you are rich.
Yes, of course.
So I have to think in this way again and again. I am a husband. How dare you say this? Let me drop the label of husband and talk to the girl. Who is your wife? Problem is no more. Drop the label of a daughter from the girl and then talk to the girl. There's no problem. Drop the label of the employee and talk to that person. He has limitations. This guy is doing a couple of social media. I said, stop the Facebook, stop Instagram, not interested. Only keep the LinkedIn. Said, then you will not be in number one. I said, I don't want to be number one. Simple. So I asked him to delete my Facebook account, and he kept it. So after 15 days, I said, what the heck you're doing? No, sir, if you change your mind. I said, I will never change my mind. I don't want. No account on the Facebook. I delete it completely. So if you find my name on the Facebook or any account, just tell me. That will be a fake account. I said no, nothing is doing. Not interested. So videos are recorded in a group session and that I put it on the YouTube, so let it happen. So when you make your mind, I'm happy now. So okay, I'm happy on vacation. Very good. So can I stay on vacation forever? That is, my ego is always insecure. It does not want to remain in one situation, one condition, one place, one cloth, one car, same time, forever. Not possible for ego. It is the same ego which says that I'm happy in vacation, I'm unhappy in at the workplace. I have to recognize this. So I have to.
But finally, the Nitya karma should be exhausted.
Nitya karma should be exhausted.
No, it's
Huh?
never
Ah,
exhausted.
Nitya karma becomes a play and fun. What is my duty towards you the moment you are attending my session? It's a play for me. Now even I went beyond the Nitya karma. Everything is play and fun for me. Eating is a play and fun for me. It is not seeking any attachment and a pleasure and focused on anything.
So
It's a play and fun.
yeah.
Father
Karma
plays.
became the Nitya karma, and moment when it Nitya karma, it also split it with the vasanas. Yeah.
It is separated. The father plays with the 5-year-old son with a toy, and that toy is a plane. When the father is playing with the son with that toy plane, father never says, "It is a fake plane, what the heck you are doing?" The father says to the son, "This is a plane. Look, see how it flies. It's a plane." So when the son laughs, father also laughs. So that Nitya Karma converts like a play and a fun. Anywhere, everything is a play and fun as long as we live. Finish. Philosophically seems very easy. But if we don't commit ourselves, then it is damn difficult. We have to follow.